So I guess this will be my first mukbang, or whatever you call it. I don't know. Because I'm eating my lunch, and we can talk after this vlog for you guys. I am in Charlotte, and Panera Bread, one of my favorite restaurants. And I'm eating my favorite, which is the bread bowl with the broccoli cheddar soup. And I used to just like the broccoli cheddar soup and then the grilled cheese, but then I realized that I didn't get full with that most of the time. And then, you know, like, it's not cheap to eat here. Like, it's at least like $10 or $7 or whatever, depending if you get a drink or not, which I got my drink for free because I was using my card. So, free. And I had a free coffee this morning from 7-Eleven. So today feels like a lucky day. Today I was able to transfer $825 to savings. So that was an amazing feeling. If you've been following, you know that this transition from Atlanta back to North Carolina was very tough over the summer financially, because things just kind of happened that was really unexpected. So yeah, but get back on track, and before I know it, I'll be good again, which I'm still good, you know. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about working backwards. Now, it's probably not what you think, what you assume already. It's more about thinking or projecting yourself a year from now. Like, what do you want next year to look like? What do you want to have accomplished this time next year? You know, when you think about where you were last year. Did you like that? Were you okay with where you were? Did you feel like you could have been further along? Do you feel like it was people in your life that were holding you back? Do you feel like you were holding yourself back? Do you feel like you were scared? You were anxious? You were nervous? This time last year, I was in Atlanta. I was working full time. Wait, 2018, because my dates ran together. So I was working full time. I had a full time job at the methadone clinic in Atlanta, and I also had a independent contract to work in the community. And I think I was getting ready to start a second contract. Yeah, so this time last year, I was like on straight grind hustle mode. Like, I'm gonna make this money. I'll pay off my student loans. Yes, okay. That's where I was at last year. This time last year. I was also getting ready to. I think I was waiting to hear back from the publisher about my book. Yeah, I think I had sent stuff or whatever. I just hadn't heard back yet. I think. Yeah. I'm trying to see if I had already paid off the student loan. I don't think I had yet. I don't know, but I know last year I paid off a whole student loan, y'all. Like a almost $6,000 student loan at one time, like one lump sum. So I feel like I was in a good pace. Like, I was just in that grind mode, you know, where you want to go, you know what you're trying to do, make it happen, don't get distracted. It's like work, children. I had met somebody and we were like chatting online, but I didn't really know that was gonna go, you know, so it was like, okay, and they stayed in a different state. So yeah, last year this time was interesting. So if I look and I project myself a year from now, this time next year, I want to definitely I see myself back in Atlanta. I mean, just being honest, finally having my first home, like, that I own. At least a $250,000 home, so 250 and up, probably close to 500, but yeah. My children in private school because they want to go back to regular school, so this is their last year in homeschool. So alright, kids, y'all get in the camera, so y'all ain't got nothing to do with it. I do not hold any rights, whatever you. Anyway, at least $100,000 more saved in a savings account, just a savings. Definitely having beyond and sold my first movie script. So either having produced it already over the summer and it's on Netflix and definitely BET Plus. I definitely see myself being a multimillionaire because I will be about to turn 32. My goal is to be a multimillionaire by 32, or year 32 is the year that I definitely crossed that mark. So with that being said, I would definitely have more than $100,000 in the bank. So let me go back on that one. But yeah, I see myself either engaged or married. And I'll tell you guys more about that. I can't say I have any strong, like, I don't know. I have a couple prospects. I'm gonna say a couple, but it's really one. But it's just like whatever. I mean, who knows? I don't know. If I was a man, I would already ask you to marry me. So that's what I was gonna say. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. But you never know, like, what's gonna happen between now and then. So like I say, I could meet somebody and they're like, hey, I've been waiting for somebody like you forever, and we date purposefully for about 3 to 6 months and we get married. So that's what I mean. It's like I haven't met anybody like that yet. So I feel like if it's God's will, then I hope we'll be either engaged or married this time next year. Living in a beautiful home in Atlanta, a certified movie producer and screenwriter. I will be supervising. I'll have my own like consultation practice, and I'll be supervising counselors instead of doing direct care work. I'll still have my same car, but I might get a Bentley. I don't know. It just depends. Definitely operate more as a philanthropist, like giving to charities and donating and volunteering, that kind of stuff. Like my freedom will be back. I won't be working a regular job anymore. I'll be really running my. Definitely working with Tyler Perry. I see that. Either working with his studio, or definitely having produced a movie with him. So that's where I see myself this time next year. And I know that's a lot, but when I think about how and what's happening in my life right now and the things that I'm putting into place and that I'm actually working on, that's very well possible. It's not like, oh, well, you haven't even started on this. No, literally, like, by the end of this week, I will actually write my script. Like, I'll be at that phase at that point. So I definitely see that happening. And I'm excited about that. It's very exciting to think of. So I guess I'll share that with you guys to say and hope and encourage for you to do the same. What do you want your year to look like? What do you want October 2020 to look like? If you could just foreshadow yourself or like put yourself in there. I feel like my phone's coming. What would it look like? What would you be doing? What would you be driving? How would you feel? What would be in your life? Start to do that. Like even do that with monthly or weekly, whatever. Because when you do that, it forces you to look at what you're doing right in that moment. Like, okay, what am I doing right now that's going to advance me this time next week and put me one step closer to where I want to be this time next year. We have to be very intentional with our time. If we're sitting around just squandering time and just like, oh, I'll get to it, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll get to it next week, you're wasting time. Time is such a, I realized, because I kept thinking, why am I so different from people that's like my age and for the most part? And I realized because first, I've had a lot of death in my life, like back to back, right? So I see how easy death can sneak up on you, because sometimes you don't even know. Like, it's one thing if a person's sick, they're terminally sick, it's coming, you're expecting it, but whenever it just comes, you're just like, wait, what just happened here? That happened with my aunt in 2014. So I advanced my program. I was like, no, I need to double up on my internships. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get done. I gotta get to work. Because I was like, I can't do this. I need to get started. When she found out she had cancer, she died like literally like probably less than a year later. That was the first death I had ever really experienced that was close to me. Like, I actually felt the impact of. That did something to me, but it helped me see see how valuable time was. So it wasn't a negative thing. It was just like, okay, don't be wasting time. Get going. Second thing is, I personally have been so close to death. When I think about when I was 13, or I was actually like 12, 11 or 12, and I was on my deathbed, like I was literally wasting away day by day, losing more and more weight. And my doctors told me, like, you need to make a decision. Either you're going to live or die. Either you're going to have this surgery or you're going to die. Like, being that close to death and having thoughts of it and being suicidal because of the pain, it's something about those experiences that really shape you, and you start to. I hope she don't take her dog out. I don't like animals like that. I'm scared of dogs. You better not jump out the car. Sorry. I mean, it's not that I don't like animals. I'm scared of dogs, y'all. Did you read my book? It's in the first chapter. Like, I think. First or second chapter. I have a phobia for animals. Like, I'm so scared of dogs. Like, I don't know. Cats, too. Oh, my God, it's worse. But anyway, and I don't eat animals. I'm vegetarian. So, anyway, whatever. I was... What was I saying? I lost track. I thought. There's this dog that walked, like, this lady was like, come on this way. And that's literally when I turned. The dog, it was a big old, a German Shepherd, and then she was literally pulling it this way. He was this close to, like, I guess he was gonna sniff me or something. If I had turned around and saw that dog in my face, y'all would have had a heart attack out here. Like, y'all would have been hearing about me being on the psych unit. But I still need exposure therapy for animals because I have a severe phobia of animals of any kind. Like, I will find the highest thing to stand on. Like, it's unreal. But anyway, yeah, here come another dog. But of course, man, because it's like I'm near PetSmart, so please don't come over with this dog. Oh my God. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Keep moving. And so yeah, yeah, but being that close to death, really, it does something to you. You just, like, you look at time differently, you look at life differently, and so you kind of look at other people who are just like, I call it floundering throughout life, just kind of like, not that they're not living their life and that they're wasting their life, but it's like, what purpose are you serving? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with your time? If I can't, I don't know. It's just a thing for me. And see, I know I'm not alone because there's people like me, and it's like, it's more about me making sure I stay around my tribe, people that are like me, and they think like that. Because if I'm not, I'm around people who are just kind of like, yeah, I was just working this job, and, you know, I stayed there for about 5 years. When I hear people say stuff like that, I'd be like, what? How you stay at a job for 5 years? I can't. And clearly I have no desire to hear about getting jobs and stuff, because I mean, otherwise I wouldn't say that out loud. But I mean, it's just not for me. But anyway, work backwards. That's the tip for today. Work backwards. Figure out where you want to be this time next year, and figure out what you need to be doing every day to get one step closer to that. Like, you gotta dream bigger. Watching the Tyler Perry stuff this past week was so motivational for me, and I think for me it was a sign. When I looked at his page on Instagram and I saw that his studio is like right on East Point, I was like, that's where I live, y'all. Like, I drove that road, the Cleveland Avenue Road, like literally at least once a week, sometimes 2 times a week, because that's where I did my clinical notes. Because before one of my laptops broke or whatever, that's like, it's a sign. All that's a sign. It's like, for real. So figure out what you want to do, man. Listen, time is valuable. It is. It really is. Make it happen. There's nothing you can't do if you set your mind to it. Just do it. Alright, guys. I hope that helps. Share my story. And I didn't even eat, so I don't even know if this is a legit mukbang, but it is what it is. I'm about to eat now. Hey, how are you doing? So I will see you guys next week, and actually I'll see you Friday for Freedom Friday. Have a great day. Check this out. I'm wearing pink for breast cancer awareness and purple for domestic violence awareness. See you guys later.